Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew. I'm Pop-Pop.
I'm Callie.
I'm Matt. And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Who wants some cauliflower? Woo, woo, woo. I have to say, I think the ladies really enjoyed those cauliflower leaves this morning. Here we have a normal pen for a calf that has just arrived. And here's a pen for a calf that is an escape artist. Yeah, you better stay in there. Yeah, he likes to run away. Crazy eyes. It must have got a little rowdy in here last night. Calves knocked down their hay rack. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to have you. We just got morning chores all taken care of. Animals, they were really healthy this morning. The calves were a little rambunctious last night. They knocked down their hay feeder. Besides that, we had no other problems though. We're just sorting out a few baskets of tomatoes to take up in front of the farm market. And then we're gonna be heading out to the fields to do some picking. And boy, do we have a fun day of picking in store for you. Our first job of the day is gonna be harvesting potatoes. Daniel had already gone through with our digger and he got the potatoes put onto the ground. Now, we're supposed to be having red potatoes here, but when we had put the seed into the planter, it might have gotten a little mixed, just might have. So we do have some red potatoes in here. We do have some white potatoes. We're gonna do a little bit of sorting as we go out through the field, but we're gonna get all these potatoes put in baskets. The potatoes that we're getting picked off the ground right now are red potatoes. These would be our earliest variety of red. We still have 3 half rows of potatoes that need to be dug up yet. We have a later red and then a red variety that's supposed to come on later than the later red. And then we also have one more planting, or I should say one more row of the early potatoes. For the most part, your early potatoes will have the least amount of size to them. Even though these are the early potatoes, they still look really nice. And when it comes to red potatoes, we take everything that we can find. Some of the most prized red potatoes, I should say some of the most prized potatoes in general, are the smallest ones, which doesn't make it fun to pick them up, but hey, at least you get something for them. We didn't have enough red potatoes dug, so we went back through with the digger. Now this is a different variety. This is called Maria's. The other variety that we were doing was dark red Norland, but these look absolutely beautiful. These Maria's have a beautiful shape to them and a nice red color. It'll be interesting to see what they look like once we run them through the washer, but for now, they look incredible. We're gonna get these picked up into the baskets right away and then get moving on to our next job. Dad is gonna be taking those potatoes home, and then he's gonna be bringing out the tractor with the loader on it. We're now moving over to the cauliflower. We're gonna be working on getting our cauliflower harvested and ready to load up into our bin. Hey everyone, really quickly I wanna talk about something that we've been trying, a new product and the sponsor of today's video. This right here is the Hotwave R9 Ultra 5G tablet. Some of you may be curious why we're trying out a tablet. Well, this specific tablet has a lot of features that a farmer can appreciate. A big thing is that this tablet is resistant to water, dust, and it's also drop resistant. One of the other things I really like about this tablet is that it has a massive battery on it, which on the farm you can't always get back to charge things. But if we do find ourselves in a pinch, this thing can charge insanely fast. This tablet did come with quite a few accessories right out of the box. It came with this awesome stylus, which when our hands are dirty, it makes it really easy to use the product. Another thing it came with was a leather strap to hold it. And this thing right here, this aluminum handle, I love this thing because you can use it to prop the tablet up, or you can use it to carry it, which is what I've been doing as well. Now there are two other features about this tablet that are definitely gonna come in handy. This tablet actually comes with a night vision camera on it. The night vision camera is very cool, but on the back of this tablet, we have a super powerful flashlight. Check that out. This flashlight has the ability to light up our entire cooler in the pitch black. Look at this thing work. Wow, this 350 lumen flashlight is very powerful, and it comes pre-downloaded onto the tablet. Now, all of the things that we've mentioned about this tablet have been very cool, but the last thing I want to mention is between October 21st to the 30th, there's going to be a sale of this tablet on Amazon, and the price is going to be unbelievable. So make sure you check it out. So I want to give a big shout out to this product and today's sponsor for helping to keep us connected. We've already gone through here and harvested quite a bit of cauliflower, but we like to go through every single day just to make sure none of this cauliflower gets overripe or it doesn't get exposed to the sun and it starts to turn yellow. It doesn't change the flavor, but believe me, as someone who's sold a lot of cauliflower, if that cauliflower is not bright white, they don't want it. Oh, baby. What'd you find? Wow, that's a big one. Beautiful. Water went down my back. Now, broccoli is a crop you can go through and harvest, and then you can come back through later on and get side shoots. But with cauliflower, you don't really get that option. You can see these are heads that we had previously come through and harvested. There is nothing there. Oh, baby, that's a big one. That is a beauty if I've ever seen one. Wow. As I was saying about the cauliflower, that's why we plant so much cauliflower, because you only get one head off of each plant, and every single plant that we put into the soil, we want to take a cauliflower off of. Now, due to crop damage from pests and the weather, you're not going to take every single head of cauliflower from a plant that you put in, but if we can get like, I don't know, 75 to 80% of what we put into the soil, that's good for us. That would be a great crop. When it comes to harvesting the broccoli, we want to make sure that we take our knife and we put it about 2 or 3 leaves below where the base of the cauliflower is. And then when we're harvesting, we want it to look just like this. And there's very, very good reason for that. Some of you may be looking at this and you're saying, I can't even see anything, but there is a beautiful head of cauliflower hidden behind all these leaves, and we want to make sure that we keep the leaves there. One, when we're putting that cauliflower into the bin, by having the leaves there, it acts as protection. It prevents the cauliflower from getting bruised. And two, just as important as the first one, by keeping the leaves around that cauliflower, it helps to lock in moisture, keeping the cauliflower fresher for longer. By doing those two things when it comes to harvest, it ensures that we keep the cauliflower freshest for longest, making sure that we can get the most profit out of it. Now, it may not look as pretty when you're picking it. You know, I like to trim up all the leaves and get that nice, beautiful white head. It looks really nice that way. But if I can make sure that I'm able to sell every head of cauliflower, I'm gonna do it. This is what we want the cauliflower to look like when we're harvesting. You know, if we picked every head and did this to it, it sure would look pretty. There's a lot of things that could go wrong by doing that. So when we take it back to the farm market, we will trim the cauliflower up like this. Just looks so good. That's a beautiful head of cauliflower. Can't complain about that. How's it taste, Matt?
Good.
That's a pretty big breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just a snack?
It's a snack. I'm hoping to share it. I don't want to eat all this. How many? Right here. No, right here.
What do you think of the cauliflower, Dad?
Good.
That's really good. What are you grabbing cabbage for?
Special order.
That is a massive cabbage. Wow, that's big. Those will fill the bin up fast. 26, 27, 22, 29, 30, 31. 65, 66. That's gonna be all the cauliflower to fill up our bin. We were able to get 66 heads of cauliflower. That's pretty good. So far this morning, we've been able to get quite a bit picked. We got all that cauliflower harvested. We got those potatoes harvested. And the next thing on our list is plum tomatoes. And yes, believe it or not, even at this point in October, we're still picking plum tomatoes. As long as the weather will continue to hold out, we'll continue to pick. I should say for October, it doesn't get much better than this. Beautiful. Well, one thing is a fact, we're not having trouble finding plum tomatoes this morning. One thing I will say though, after we go through and we pick off all these beautiful plum tomatoes, there's not much left over. There's not many green tomatoes, there's not many pink tomatoes. We're basically taking everything that we can find, which is good because at this point in the year, if we can get all these tomato plants picked off, oh, that is gonna be such a benefit for us. I mean, just having these fields completely cleaned off, it makes you feel good for one, but knowing that you're able to get every single last tomato off these plants, that's what it's all about. That's what makes farming fun, when you can do a complete harvest. We just got all our baskets filled up with tomatoes. It didn't take us long. They look absolutely gorgeous.
Waka looks fun.
Potatoes in the hopper, we're now going to be running through our washer. That way we can get an entire bin of white. Then we're going to get our red potatoes dumped into the hopper and then run our red potatoes through. For lunch today, we've got an exciting spread. Grammy's got sandwich stuff all prepared for us and fried cauliflower. Woohoo!
All right.
That one?
We got all the sweet corn harvested that we needed. We don't have really any orders, surprisingly. So I think we have one order for 30 ears of corn. So that should be plenty for us back at the farm market. Dad is gonna take that sweet corn that we just got picked back home to the farm. We need to get some pumpkins harvested. We're gonna be going out through the center of this field. On the top side where Daniel and Matthew are picking, there are some nice large ones up there. We're hoping to get a few bins of large pumpkins. And then along here, you can just see the amount of smaller pumpkins that we have here. It is kind of crazy. But we're gonna get whatever we can cut and put along the road so that when we drive out through, we can just load everything up. Don't tell me I found a big pumpkin. Oh, baby, that's a big one.
That's a perfect pumpkin.
Yeah, that's close. That's close to a perfect pumpkin. When it comes to harvesting pumpkins today, we're not looking for anything specific. We do need some larger pumpkins because that seems to be what's selling really, really fast back at the farm market. But we're not leaving anything behind today. Everything that is orange and ready to come off the vine, we're taking it. If we have some large pumpkins that are starting to turn, we might take those as well. The goal is gonna be, as we're harvesting these pumpkins, we're gonna make little piles all over the place and then just drive out through with the tractor and get them all picked up. It usually doesn't take that long. This is the only thing that takes a little bit of time, getting all the pumpkins cut off the vines. Dad told Daniel to grab 6 bins, and Daniel grabbed 9 bins. So I don't know. Yeah, he is just like Dad. Can't tell the difference between 6 bins and 9 bins. We just went down through the field and got a whole bunch of pumpkins picked up. We've got 9 bins. I don't think it's gonna be a problem to get them all filled. We're now gonna start loading pumpkins into bins and seeing what we got. Look at this thing. Oh my. We're gonna take this 2 hands. Ugh. Yeah, that one will be pretty popular. And this should be the last bin of pumpkins that we needed to get filled. We got 7 bins filled with large pumpkins, And then we got 2 bins filled with smaller pumpkins. We even had someone show up. One of the local tree farmers showed up. And now he's a pumpkin farmer. Unbelievable. We've got our entire truck filled up over there. I think we've got 6 bins of pumpkins on the truck. And these are all the larger pumpkins. So they look pretty good. Really nice sized pumpkins. Those are gonna sell no problem. Here's another bin of the larger sized pumpkins. And then these smaller pumpkins, these are very, very important to have at the farm, because if you have little families that show up and they have kids, they usually want the smaller pumpkins. So we try and make sure that we have plenty of them around, because not only do people want the big pumpkins, but there's a lot of kids. And if you can make the kids' day, that's a good thing. And it doesn't seem to matter where you're at on the farm. You always get people showing up and hunting for you. We got some farmers here from Jersey. We got the neighbor tree farmer. Just people all over the place. It's a busy day. What brings you all the way out here? We just found you in the fields.
Well, I come to tag trees at Mr. Wokes' property.
Yeah, this is the tree farmer, the neighbor.
I drove through 3 hours actually to see the Veggie boys.
Yeah, look at that. That's what we love. That's what we love to hear.
The dad here does most of the work.
Yeah. The whole time we were just talking and Dad picked up all the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Hi, Lily. Hi, Ronnie. How are you guys doing? You're good? Well, as you can see, we are now all home. We're gonna sit down and eat some dinner. And since we're gonna eat some dinner, that means this is where we're gonna end the video today. Woo! I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.